In Mexico, the caravan of migrants traveling mainly on foot is weeks, maybe months away from the U.S. border, but they are key players in the political drama of the U.S. midterm elections. So we wanted to take a closer look at who they are and whether Donald Trump's military plan will deter them. CBC senior correspondent Susan Ormiston is in Juchitan, Mexico. Susan, I know lots of people around you, but describe for me what is happening there where you are.
Yeah, well, it's mid-morning and about 4,000 people are camped out here in Juchitan on a concrete platform. They're handing out food here, mostly bread and biscuits and sandwiches. Lots of volunteers from Juchitan, a large city in southern Mexico. They come here every day to help this caravan, which is only passing through, but they're taking a rare break today to stop here to rest and to plan going forward. There's medical here, there's dental, they're laying out medicines here. You can see they just come in the morning to try to help this caravan, a humanitarian effort. It's not particularly organized, but place to place, these villages and towns now know that they are coming and they set up all these services for them. We're hearing today a little bit of road fatigue, I might say. People are not sure what's ahead. They are paused here for the day. They're feeling a little apprehensive about the very dire warnings they're getting from the United States, from U.S. President Donald Trump, again tweeting this morning that these are vicious, rough people who injured Mexican soldiers when they jumped the border from Guatemala to Mexico. These are the people he is talking about. There are lots of families here. You can see them, these kids playing. They're basically determined to keep going, but unsure of exactly how they're going to accomplish that task. We've spoken to a lot about why they left Honduras mainly, and they basically said there's no future here. There's no future here for the children. They are mainly economic migrants here, and that poses the question of can they even qualify for asylum status to legally enter the United States should they get to the border? It's at least a month away. They'll probably need some kind of organized transport to get there.
Susan, you mentioned Trump's tweets. He is also saying that more troops could be deployed if needed. We do know that the Pentagon has identified about 7,000 troops that could be deployed to the Mexican border. How is that affecting the mindset, the psyche, as these people still have so much more time to go?
I think initially it wasn't filtering down here, but we are hearing it now. We're asking people whether they are influenced by that, and people are cautious. They're nervous. They've risked a lot to get here. They've left so much behind. They don't want to go back, but they are hearing that the messaging from the United States is getting more and more harsh, hardening that border. It is having an effect. It's not turning them back. That's as much as I can say. I think we're at an interesting juncture here, though. They've been on the road 2 weeks, many of them, and today they're resting and pausing. They're hoping to get some kind of organized transport to get them the next leg, which is a long way from here, just to Mexico City, where they're hoping humanitarian agencies and political activists will help them continue on with their journey. It's a very mountainous region on the main route from here to Mexico City. It seems insurmountable how these people, many of them with toddlers, could walk that. So we're seeing more and more talk of transportation. We may hear a little bit more about that today. I must say, though, I've been surprised at what we found here. You would think with 4,000 people stuck, sleeping outdoors with little food, little rest, that there would be a lot of unruliness, to say the least. There isn't. They are monitoring themselves. They know that any sense of violence in this group is bad for their cause, bad for their image, so they self-regulate. There's all kinds of people, like this morning a man with a megaphone saying, someone stole a couple of mobile phones overnight, bring them back, return them. That's how it's operating here.
Thanks for that, Susan. That is CBC's Susan Ormiston in Mexico.